It doesn't. Listen.
Two gay men took off their clothes, climbed a tree, and engaged in lewd sex acts for 4 hours in the tree before hundreds of onlookers.
We are controlling transmission.
Vulva is what girls have down below.
Your breasts grow firm and blossom under their canopy of fragrant silken skin. Feel your breasts swell. Feel them grow firm as they blossom to their natural limit. Feel the sensation.
You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to
KDK's Lunatic Fringe.
All systems go! Prepare for countdown! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off to adventure in the amazing year 400 billion!
I can't breathe. Stop. Oh, no. Oh, dear.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another fine, fun-filled edition of KDK's Lunatic Fringe. I'll be your host for the proceedings for this evening. I'm KDK. Let me stop that. Well, we don't have a whole lot of shit planned tonight, except I'm in a good mood. And I'm ready to make some prank calls. I got a phone card here, I got another phone card, a brand new one in the car, so thank you to everybody who's offering to donate from the chat room, to donate cards to us, but I'm prepared this week, so thank you for your generosity, but I feel bad taking advantage of people, so I have my own cards here. And we have some interesting things we can do tonight. I have new prank calls, two brand new prank calls, soundboard prank calls, a Borat prank call, and a Tom Hanks prank call from Nunu, one of our hosted prank callers, very talented soundboard prank guy from our hosted pranks page, and also a prank call to, let's see, it's a prank call about somebody trying to scam him on a hard drive. It's a prank call from the failure, and he's more of a con artist than a prank call guy because he likes to con people who are trying to con him. And I like that. There's a common thread with both of those guys, Nunu and the failure. They like to fuck with people who are trying to fuck with you. You gotta like that. I also have new calls from myself and Sean Ward and Ted and all sorts of stuff that I can play throughout the evening. Thanks to DJ Freak for editing a program this past week. I have a file with 22 prank calls in it. Shows how old the show is when I used to do 22 prank calls in one night. But I have all that shit I can play tonight, and also, I have solicited all the listeners throughout the week via the bulletin board and AIM that tonight we're going to try to call as many formerly famous people, or barely famous people, or has-been celebrities. We wanna fuck with some, or I wanna fuck with some famous or barely famous people tonight. I don't want to talk to like famous people because they're no fun, but barely famous people who won't just be a dick and hang up on you right away. They'll be fun to call. I haven't called a barely famous person in quite a while. So hopefully some people will have some good ideas for that shit. Also, of course, we'll be making live prank calls. The main reason why everybody's here. So if you have an idea for a prank call that you'd like me to make, you need to go to our chat room. Go to www.kdkprankcalls.com or pcuradio.com and click on the link for the chat room. You can join us in there and double-click on my name to send me a private message with your phone number and your info, if you have any. And please let me know if your numbers are confirmed and working. And please keep your prank call requests to PMs from the chat room, because that way they stay there and I can look through them at my leisure later on. But if you want to make an instant comment about the program, you can write into PCU Live, PCULIVE, on AIM, and that's how you can have instant feedback with the show. And if you're going to be a dick, I'm going to block you, so don't even bother. Anyway, let's see how many people are in the chat room. There's 25 people in there, so everybody come on in and have some fun. I'm settling in here and drinking my beer, and I'm going to play the first premiere prank call of the night. This is a Borat soundboard from Nunu. Borat call by Populous.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. My name's Mahima, and I'm calling on behalf of Populous.
Yes.
An independent research company. Today we're
Yes.
going to
Why?
Sorry? Hello?
What is this?
Sorry?
What?
We'd like to ask you a few questions about the general elections.
Yes.
I'm not trying to sell you anything, and all your answers will be completely confidential. Would it be possible for you to take a few minutes just to answer some simple questions?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. At the last general election in June 2001, when the Labour government was elected for the second time, many people did not vote at all. Can you remember, did you vote in that election or did you not vote?
Yes.
You voted?
Yes.
Okay. At that general election in June 2001, could you tell me which party you actually voted for?
No.
Okay, that's fine. So is it that you don't wish to tell me, or you just don't remember?
We say in Kazakhstan, a man who go to power must have a big, how you say, harm.
Sorry?
Yes.
Okay, the next general election is likely to take place in the next few months, and many people currently say they probably won't vote at all, while others say they would definitely vote. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 1 means you definitely would not vote, and 10 means you're
Yes.
certain to vote, how likely are you personally to vote at the next election?
No.
Sorry, you definitely would not vote, or you're
No.
certain to vote?
No.
So you would vote or not vote, sir? Sorry.
No.
No, to what? Sorry, sir.
Yes.
Would you vote or would you
No.
not vote?
No.
You wouldn't vote.
No.
Okay, and what is, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate? How much? What number would you give it as to you wouldn't vote?
In Kazakhstan, we like the family, but there are now some men who pretend to be married, but in secret they do a bang 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 in other men's anus.
So, are you saying you would definitely not vote, or you're absolutely certain?
Yes. I say this because I had a very bad gypsy attack. They stole my wife a plow.
Okay.
Yes.
If there was a general election tomorrow, which party would you vote for?
Do you know a Corky Butchik?
Sorry? Okay, would you not vote at all then?
Do you know a Corky Butchik?
Sorry?
Do you know a Corky Butchik? He is a strong man. He will crush his opponents, and he will be powerful like Stalin, and not to tolerate people who are bad.
Which party, sorry, sir?
Do you know a Corky Butchik? If you do not vote for him, he will take power.
Okay, what is
I will not leave until you swear on the eyes of your child that you will vote for him.
So what party was that again, sir?
Do you know a Corky Butchik?
Butchit?
Yes.
Is that the name?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not...
I will not leave until you swear on the eyes of your child that you will vote for him. He has a very big testicles.
Sorry?
Do you want to touch?
Sorry?
Yes.
Okay, so that's actually not on our list, so which other party would you vote for? Would it be the British National Party, the Socialist Alliance, the Scottish Socialist Party?
Yes.
Sorry?
Yes.
The Natural Law Party?
Yes.
Veritas, Respect the Green Party, the United
Yes.
Kingdom Independence Party, or another party?
Very nice.
Sorry, who's very nice?
My wife very scared from a man with a chocolate face.
Okay. And now I'd like to ask about how much contact you've had from the main political parties over the last few months. Please say Labour, Conservative or Liberal Democrats have knocked on your door.
Yes.
Which parties have knocked on your door? Is that the Labour, Conservative,
Yes.
Democrats, or none of them?
My sister makes my family very proud.
Sorry?
My sister makes my family very proud. She was voted by Almaty Chamber of Commerce as the best sex in mouth.
Okay.
She is number 2 or 3 prostitute in the country of Kazakhstan.
Can you answer the question? The question was how much contact you have had from the main political parties over the last few months?
Yes.
Can you tell me if Labour, Conservative or Liberal Democrats have knocked on your door?
I can smell you.
And we're back. And that was a world premiere from Nunu. Apparently it's election time over in the UK, and Borat is having some fun telling the officials about his family. Voted best sex in mouth. I love that. That Borat soundboard is a trip. Also, I have this very interesting audio I'm going to play. I played some of it last night, and the people who heard it, who were around while I played it on PCU, thought it was very good. And if any of you have ever heard of Raleigh Sakers, you know, you're probably a Sublime fan, because that's how he would be the most famous, because on their CD Robin the Hood, there's some audio clips of this crazy old drunk guy just raving and rambling and ranting, and it's funny. And I found a CD, a whole CD with like 33 different tracks of him and 2 other crazy old drunk guys who he was apparently living in a halfway house with back in the 70s or maybe even 60s. And their neighbors used to fuck with them and call them and prank call them and record all their conversations. Like they got surprisingly good sound quality, considering it was probably recorded like through a wall or something. And I'll be playing those throughout the night because it's always fun to hear drunk men rambling, crazy drunk old men rambling. Besides myself, anyway. So I'm going to the chat room, and we have 28 people in there now. Wow, let me see what people are saying. We got numbers coming in from Prankmaster. And he's sending me information on how to gain employment with XM is looking for qualified people. If you are interested in an on-air position, send us your best stuff, including an air check on tape or CD along with your resume. If you are an artist seeking airplay for your music, yada yada yada. So he gives me like the first half of the address. You know, Prankmaster, it would help if you sent me the other half of that address. And he sends me phone numbers for Stormy Weather, an old lady, Jack Cracker. The woman answered saying Cracker Jacks. Sounds like a restaurant. A phone number for someone named Bill Gates. Aha. Dick Less, Jack Daniels, Bruce Banner, Peter Parker, Big Ben, Nancy Panty, Liz Ard. A sense of humor, defensive driving. A Sense of Humor, Defensive Driving Academy. Lovely. Moses Balls. Donald DeLuza. Dick Spicer. M.A. Colon. Dick Plummer. M.A. Hoseman. Dick Eaton. Dick Blow. A.L. Kaholic. Philip Butt. Gladys Butt. Nawad Aswad. Nawal Aswad. Sorry. Brian Poopcheck. Bung Holio. Donald Rump, Alice Dingy, Clay Hardon, C. Juice, Lemon Harry, and now it's getting confusing here because he's quoting other people and shit. Gray Balls, Dick Washer, Dick Surprise, Ashutosh, Dick Shit. Remind me, I definitely want to call Ashutosh Dick Shit. Julius Caesar, Indiana Jones, Lara Croft. And Sean Ward says call him. Okay, cool. So maybe we'll start out the program by calling Sean Ward in a moment here. And Mr. Peepers is here with his batch of numbers. Let's see if he found any barely famous people. Looks like nobody found any barely famous people. I should have said I wasn't going to do any prank calls unless they were famous or formerly famous or barely famous celebrities. The Katie Gay Teach-Ins. That's there's some sort of KDK Buddhist temple in California that we can prank. KDK Retreat Land. This is very... Tuition is $600, but only $300 for KDK members. 7 Points of Mind Training, a retreat led by the Venerable Lama Lodhu Rinpoche. It's a KDK retreat. Lovely. Maybe we ought to have our own retreats. Okay, I'm scrolling down. The KDK Dharma Club, Sacramento Dharma Study Group. You know, isn't that sort of ironic that KDK turns out to be a Buddhist thing? I'm scrolling down. KDK Mendocino Dharma Study Group. KDK Balloons, KDK and Associates, KDK Electronics, KDK Mechanical, Roderick Toombs, Terry and Linda Bolia, could be Hulk Hogan. Roderick Toombs is actually Rowdy Roddy Piper. So we have one confirmed celebrity we can call Rowdy Roddy Piper. We got Hulk Hogan's nephew. We got the phone number for Daryl from the 80s Newhart show. Tony Pappenfuss. John Volstad, the guy who played the other Daryl. We can call up Larry, Daryl, and Daryl. Paul Orndorff, former wrestler Paul Orndorff. He must be a wrestling fan. Eileen Lanzarone, who played the mother on Mr. Belvedere. Howard Hessman from Head of the Class in WKRP. It would be cool to talk to Howard Hessman. Daniel Schneider played Fat Guy Dennis on Head of the Class. Okay, he's a Head of the Class fan, too. KDK Junior Olympic Commissioner. There's a KDK Junior Olympic Commissioner. Another KDK, a couple of different KDKs. Todd Bridges from Different Strokes. Kevin Keith. I don't know who that is. He doesn't explain who that one is. Bambi Bush, George King, Betty Bangasser, Joseph Titi, Warzel Booty Lama Karma, Jay Buddha. A guy answered with some strange horror movie sounding music on in the background. He was probably watching TV. Abner Weed, Anita Weed, Esther Booze, Emmy Booze, Asandre Boozer, Betty Boozer, we've called Betty before, Billy Boozer, Bobby Boozer, we've called him too, or her, Balmar Chulo, Hyman Jackoff, Joe J. Clown, Betty Bozo. Okay, so I think I'm going to call up Sean Ward right now, and then we'll see if we can't call some of these barely famous people that Mr. Peepers sent in. Thank you for sending those numbers, Mr. Peepers. Thank you. Oh, by the way, the toll-free number is not up yet. I'm going to enable the toll-free number once I'm ready to start accepting your calls, but bear with me. We'll get to that later in the program. Otherwise, I'm going to get constantly distracted while I'm trying to do other things, as we've seen happens here quite a lot. It does seem to happen around here quite a lot. So let me find some music to play while I call up Sean Ward, and I'll be right back.
Got the pornos?
Hey.
Yeah. Where the pornos at?
Now I gotta turn the mic volume all the way down because he's screaming in the phone again. How you doing?
I'm doing alright. Better than last week when I was all fucking overheating and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
are you doing?
I'm fabulous. I'm
good. You ought to be.
You didn't happen to catch that list of the famous celebrities that Mr. Peepers sent in, did you?
Yeah, I caught that shit.
Okay, so is there anybody in particular you feel like trying to call?
Oh, I love them all. We could
I wouldn't mind going with some, either, like Roddy Piper would do it. Paul Orndorff would be good, assuming it's even the real guy.
Yeah.
Howard Hesseman, I can't imagine he wouldn't have an unlisted number. Like with the wrestlers, I could get it because they, don't use their real name. That's not what they're famous for. But a guy like Howard Hesseman, like, people would know his name.
But a lot of these people are like forgotten celebrities, so they get a kick out of it when people do call them up, probably.
No, that's a good point.
Plus, they don't have agents anymore, so if they want to get work, people have to be able to contact them. So a lot of them go out of the way to make themselves contactable.
I see. That's a good point. Well, we'll call them up anyway. But listen, before we call them up, I want to know what's going to be the concept. Because if we just call them up and, make fart noises at them and call them a loser, that's completely juvenile and unoriginal.
Okay, call him up for the time he dropped your father on his head and crippled him back in the 70s.
Or what if I'm the fan club or something? I'm trying to book him for a speaking gig. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm trying to book him for a speaking gig.
Or you want to make him a character in one of your comic books.
Even better.
That way you get to work plugs for the comic books in there, too.
That's true. That's true.
He can have a Roddy Piper character.
I can say that. I'm going to be a guest on this talk show, and they're busy, and they got me to call him up to get him to be a guest as well.
Okay, well, whatever.
Well, let's call him and I'll wing it.
Okay, we're going to call Roddy first, and...
okay, let's call Roddy Piper.
I think it's really him.
I don't know.
It's not like Roddy Piper, it's like Roderick and then his real last name.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll give him a call.
How did you find out what his real name is?
I guess you could look that up on, like, wrestling sites or something.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, let's give him a call. Well, what's the name, anyway?
The last name?
Yes, I know who I'm asking for.
Shit, you know what?
What?
I gotta find my other phone card. I went out and got the one from the car because I couldn't find the one that I had in my hand not, like, a half an hour ago. I'm looking
Maybe
around.
the neighbors took it.
Now I'm gonna need the other phone card so that I can do another long distance call. Where the hell? Yeah, my crazy neighbor took it. No. Probably it didn't fall on the floor.
Maybe your neighbors are hosting their own internet radio show like in the same night. They're like
Crazy Dave?
Yeah, Crazy Dave.
I'm so gonna have to get a picture of this guy because I don't think people understand what a character he is.
Why don't you get him to be a guest on the show?
Well, he was here last week. If you listened to the beginning of the show last week, I put on my headset and I was talking to him and I turned the volume up like really loud so hopefully people could hear what he was rambling on about.
Oh.
But basically he was trying to get us to buy his weed because he was afraid the state was going to come and check out his apartment, because he's on Section 8. Oh, I found the card. How do you get on
What's Section 8?
Section 8 means he's crazy, so he can't work, so he gets disability money from the government. God bless America.
Oh, shit. That's
so they give him food stamps, and they give him all that stuff, and they give him, like, a certain amount of cash, which, of course, he uses to buy drugs.
Right.
Right, of course. God bless America. Free drugs from the government.
All right.
Yeah. What's the weed situation in Canada? Is it the same as here, where you get busted for, like, a dime bag, or what?
Oh, no. The weed situation here is entirely different. There's certain towns where they're less tolerant of it, but by and large, it's like completely like the back turned on it. The only people that actually get busted for weed are like the big grow-ups stuff. Like you can walk down the street smoking a joint in broad daylight on the weekend, and it's like nobody raises an eyebrow, nobody says nothing. You walk right past. I've seen it happen where the cops walk right past, and it's just like
awesome.
They either don't notice or don't care or whatever.
I'm gonna move to Canada.
Yeah, you must. It's very, very tolerant, especially in the.
Depends on how the next election goes. If they go Republican again, I'm leaving.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, I got the other card. I don't know how much time is left on it. But
maybe it'll be Jeb Bush that gets in next time.
Yeah, Jeb Bush.
Well, the whole family used to have a turn.
Except for the women.
That's well, damn, fuck the women.
Okay, I got the other card, so I'm going to click over and dial.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, may I please speak with Rod?
He's not here.
He's not in. Oh, that's a shame. Do you know when I might be able to get hold of him?
No.
No. Okay, could you pass him a message for me?
Okay.
Okay. My name is Paul Paulson.
Paul?
Yes, Paul Paulson. My last name is Paulson.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I'm calling from the Oprah Winfrey Show in Chicago. And can you tell him that I'll be giving him a call back Monday afternoon?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
That must have been one of his kids.
Yeah, whoever it was, they were definitely suspicious.
Well, he's back in the wrestling now, so he's not that much of a has-been. Well, he's not wrestling, but he's been doing Piper's Pits lately.
Oh, really?
So he might be on tour with the wrestling.
That could be.
I
was once on tour with the wrestling.
We got Terry Bollea, who is Hulk Hogan, but I'm sure he wouldn't be home on a Saturday night either. I'd like to think he's got something better to do. You want to try anyway?
Yeah, give him a call.
Tell him you want to make it Mr. Nanny too. Oh,
I ain't telling.
Okay, well, that didn't work.
Well, where's Howard? Call up Howard Hesseman.
You want Howard Hesseman? Let's see.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him if he wants to do his WKRP character on the next MC Concept album.
Yeah, tell me you want to do like
you don't happen to know what the name of the character was, do you?
Johnny Fever, right?
I don't know. You tell me.
Dr. Johnny Fever was his character on WKRP.
Awesome.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Huh? Oh, okay.
Hello, you can leave a message for Caroline Ducrot after the beep or call me on my cell 323-4366. Thank you.
Yo, what's up? Howard, this is MC Concept speaking. You heard of me. I've been on MTV and BET, and I've been on all over the television and the radio. I got platinum records and shit. I got 50 Cent on my new record. Check this out. I got my new album I'm making in the studio right now. I want you to come in the studio with me and do that WKRP shit on my next album. I want you to do the Dr. Fever shit between the songs, like for the skits, where you're going to talk like you're on the radio and like it's a concept album, because I'm MC Concept, and it's a concept album where like the concept is that the album is like a radio station, and you're going to be the DJ. What's up? Peace.
I came up with a great premise for a has-been celebrity. They call saying you're from Rockstar Games, and you want to hire them for some voiceover for the next Grand Theft Auto game.
That's exactly it.
Well, do you want to stick with famous people or just try regular, ordinary people?
I'm happy to try anybody. Let's try some regular folks, because they're good too.
Okay, let me find one that, well, shit.
I can't believe this.
Okay, one more.
Try one more.
I'm going to try, let's see who else is sending numbers here. Prankmaster's sending some numbers, and they were picking on him last night that his numbers don't work. So we're going to put him to the test, see if he works or not.
All right. Well, I've called plenty of Prankmaster numbers in my day, and I don't recall any problems specific to him.
Okay, cool.
We're sorry. The party you are calling does not wish to talk to callers who block their numbers. This party, please hang up and play.
Well, that's something else you got to keep out for, Prankmaster.
Fucking hell.
Oh well, I'm gonna let you go because we're having like shit for luck.
Well, Jesus, maybe the next person will have more luck than me.
I don't know.
Well, you can find out soon enough.
Okay, peace
One
out.
way to tell.
I'll be listening to you tomorrow. I'll give you a call in.
Oh, thank you. And everybody listen tomorrow. Tomorrow night, PCU Underground Radio. It's the Sean Ward Peanut Punch Radio. I'm going to be giving away a CD.
9 p.m.
That's right, 9 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Everybody, that was Sean Ward from SeanWard.net and Sean Ward's Peanut Punch tomorrow night. And I'm going to go, and I'm going to turn on the telephone. I'm going to turn on the toll-free number right now. La-da-da, pardon me, logging in. The toll-free number, if you would like to call into the program, is 1-866-520-4866. And that's not the number to call in if you want to call in and do prank calls with me. That's the number if you want to call in just to talk. If you want to do pranks with me, then you know my home phone number and you can call me directly. Because I don't do prank calls with just anybody. You got to at least be halfway decent, right? Okay, so now the phone number is working, and if you'd like to call in, feel free to go ahead and do that. In the meantime, I'm going to play a prank call that was done by Zachary B. and I in January of 2004, and nobody has heard it since then. Oops. Well, I'll get to that next. Let's see who's calling in.
KDK's Lunatic Friends are on the air.
Hey, do you think you could call a Burger King?
Sure. You know what you do? Find me the number for a Burger King and confirm that they're answering the phone, and then send me the number from the chat room.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Peace out.
Don't call in for prank call requests, everybody. Remember, we handle all that shit from the chat room because it all stays in that one neat little window, and I can go to it when I'm ready to go to the calls. Anyway, I'm going to play this prank, and feel free to call after the prank is done, because I don't think I'm going to answer the phone until this prank is done. Okay, so it's me and Zachary B. from collegesucks.org from 1/10/2004.
Hey, Zach, can you do me a favor? Check the radio prank stream.
You broke up.
Check the radio prank stream.
Alright.
KDK's Lunatic Friends are on the air. KDK's Lunatic Friends are on the air.
Hello. No one is available to take your call. Please leave after the tone.
Hello? Yeah, well, hey.
Hey, yeah.
Hello?
Yes?
KDK's Lunatic Friends are on the air.
Hey, what up?
Hey, who's this calling?
This boy.
This boy. Hey, how you doing, man?
Alright.
Is it okay if I call you Brian?
Whatever.
Okay. How you doing, man?
I'm doing alright.
You sound a little down. What's wrong?
Just a little tired.
Oh, okay.
It's been like, I tried to call you like 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks in a row, but like, you keep, everybody keeps calling in, and I'm like, maybe I'll call in later. And
well, you finally got through, right?
Yeah.
I think what I gotta do is like keep the call shorter so that other people can get in, you know?
No, that's true, but it's not like you can control it or anything. I mean...
Well, I can rush people off the phone.
Yeah.
I can cookie people.
Oh, crap.
So, what's going on? How old are you now? What are you, 16?
16, yep.
And you're, what are you, a freshman?
No, I'm a junior.
You're a junior?
Mm-hmm.
Shows how much I remember. So how's high school going for you? What kind of person are you to your friends, to the people at school? What do they think about you? Like if they look at you and they had to describe Brian.
I'm a nerd or something.
Oh, you're a geek? Nothing wrong with that, because you know what?
Some people think that.
The geeks are the ones that go on to make money, and the jocks are the ones that end up working at a car wash or landscaping.
That is true.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the jocks are the ones who are going to bag my groceries.
Yes, they'll be over there to mow your lawn and change your tires and work on your car and rip you off for an oil change or stuff like that.
Working at the Taco Bell and can't do anything.
You're working at Taco Bell?
No, the guy's working at Taco Bell.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a job yet. I want to have a job.
No, you don't. It sucks to work.
No, I want to have a job so I can donate to you.
Oh, well, no, you don't have to donate to me.
Yes. Well, I feel like
You're one of our longest time listeners.
For these years of entertainment.
You've been listening since you were like 13 years old, right?
Yeah.
Cool. It's cool that we've been on that long.
Listener.
Yeah.
What is it, like
occasional hater, long-time listener.
It's like, I don't know who else is a long-time listener.
You, Ellie, and Neo are the oldest.
Yeah, me, Ellie, and Neo.
Mm-hmm.
Rest are like, either gone or whenever.
Even Ted didn't catch on to us till about a year after we were around, or maybe 10 months
Ted
or so.
was like, I don't know, I think it was after Alternicast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ted didn't start listening until after Alternicast, I believe. I think we were on Live 365 at the time.
Yeah. Live 365 was alright. But the problem was it kept crashing.
Yeah, it was unstable.
As did Alternicast.
Yeah. For a hell of a lot more stable than our Shoutcast. I haven't crashed in a long fucking time.
Yeah, well. And also, like, what was it? Yeah. Also, I'm a little pissed at Blackout.
Why? What'd he do?
I don't know. It's just like I'm reading like the post, and he's going on a tangent, and so like calling you a fag and calling all the listeners a fag.
Yeah.
And then complaining and saying about his numbers, we have a whole shitload of numbers and you don't. And then I look at there, and there's like 19 listeners, and you've got 49.
Yeah,
on a bad day.
With a reboot.
On a bad day for Blackout, 0.
Right now, we have 93 listeners.
Sweet.
So Blackout won't even approach that for 2 years or more, if he continues to make things better.
Years, as Monkey Phone would say.
Kerbillion years, yeah. As a matter of fact, I don't think Blackout will ever get up to 92 people listening because he'll give up before then.
Yeah. And also, I want to know how he gets like 502 slots.
Well, he's got some. Well, you know, I can start up a Shoutcast server, and you can put any number in there that you want. So I could put in Kerbillion slots, but it may only handle 30. You know?
But it would lag a lot, wouldn't it?
Once it started getting up to what its actual capacity was, yeah. But Blackout hasn't even gone over 30 listeners. I don't think.
Hasn't even peaked over 20. Well, 30. I don't know.
Well, last show I saw, the highest he got was like 24 or something.
20, 25.
Pathetic.
Whatever.
Yeah. Oh well. So why do you go there? Don't go there. If it bothers you, just don't go.
I don't go there. I was reading the KDK boards, what Kinky posted.
Oh, so you're reading the old stuff.
The
stuff I moved to the greatest hit section.
Well, actually, it wasn't moved there, I don't think, when I was there.
Uh-huh.
I haven't visited there for maybe a week or two.
Oh, yeah?
So, I haven't been posting much.
Why not? You
I'm
listen
like
every week, but you never really interact very much with
but I have like the fewest posts pretty much.
Yeah, I know. You're here every week and you listen every week religiously, but you don't really get, into it beyond that. Because you're afraid that we're all gay, because Blackout said so.
No, I'm actually afraid of being called the spammer.
What would you be spamming? Do you have a website?
No, I don't. I do have a website, but it's not like anybody will understand what the hell's going on. It's really for me and my friends. So.
Well, if you want to plug it, go right ahead. Is it like a clan site or something?
What I was saying is, I was being afraid of being called a spammer because I'll be posting on every board and like no one's replying, and then I'm like, oh, screw it. And then I go away for like a week or two, and then there's like a kerbillion new posts.
Yeah. They come in waves.
Yes.
Well, Brian, it was good to hear from you, but I'm going to let you go so I can finish up this prank call and go take a leak and stuff.
Yeah, take a leak, take it in a bowl.
Yeah, exactly. You know how it goes. You've been listening forever. You know.
I know how it goes.
Okay, peace out, Brian.
Peace out, Dave.
I'll talk to you online.
And that was Pez Boyd from the chat room. I don't get to talk to him very often. He actually made a promo for us like a kerbillion years ago that I play every once in a while. If I can find it, I'll play it later. Right now, I'm going to get back to this prank that Zachary B. and I were doing a little over a year ago, right here live on this show, while I go take a piss. And that means if you call in within the next 5 minutes, I'm not going to be able to take your call. I'm going to ask that you call back when this prank is done so that I can get my drinking and peeing and smoking out of the way.
My grandpa, he's the one that called you. I was just waiting for you to get on the phone. Hold on 1 second.
Grandpa! I'm right here. I have the extension.
All right.
Okay. Hello, Ethel. How are you doing, dear?
I'm doing fine.
This is Ed, Mr. Rosenthal.
Yeah?
Jill was telling me that I ought to give you a call because she recently was diagnosed with lung cancer, and she won't be around all that much longer. So she wanted to get together for like coffee and tea or something at some point within the next few months. If that would be okay with you, your old friend Jill.
I don't know.
Honey, what was your maiden name? I can't remember. What was your maiden name?
Willie.
It was Pazelle.
Okay, she says the name was Pazelle.
No, I'm sorry, you got the wrong number.
Jill, is that her voice? Jill, pick up the extension. Go ahead.
Hello? Oh, it is you, Ethel. Oh, my God. Even after all these years, I recognize that voice anywhere. I sound quite different myself with the lung cancer and everything. But how were your holidays?
Fine.
Oh, that's lovely. Did you get any precious gifts?
I'm sorry, I don't know who you are.
Hello.
And I was in bed.
Ethel. Ethel.
Yes.
Does your phone smell? Mine smells like my ass.
You better go to bed.
You better go to bed.
I think you're drunk.
No, actually, no.
It's well past my bedtime.
Mark Lyman, knock it off.
Who the hell is Mark Lyman?
Bye.
We'll call you back.
What's his phone number? We'll call Mark.
It's Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Good night.
Ethel, no, seriously. Are you mad?
Good night.
Ethel, are you mad? It's Mike.
Yeah, I was in bed asleep.
Were you in bed?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I've had a rough night.
Yeah.
No, my wife left me.
Well, I can't help that.
No, but so I've been drinking. And I just needed someone to talk to. You want to talk?
No.
Can I just tell you my side of the story and you can tell me what you think? Ethel, seriously, this means a lot to me. It's been rough. You know, and I've said some prayers, but I just don't know if I can wait for an answer. Will you hear my side, Ethel? For me?
No.
Please, Ethel. Could you stay up just a little bit longer and I can tell you my side and you can tell me how much of a lying, cheating bitch my wife is?
I don't even know who your wife is.
You never met my wife?
No.
Oh, really? Oh, let me tell you a story then, girl. You got time for a story?
No.
Ethel?
No.
All right, so she comes home, like from the grocery store. And this other guy's with her, because she thought I was supposed to work today, but I didn't. And she took the car, because normally a friend picks me up. And this guy comes in with her. And then, so they're coming in, and I'm watching TV, and I hear him come in. I'm like, oh, hi, honey. And then I hear her drop a bag of groceries. And so I run in there, and this guy's trying to leave the house. And so then I'm like, hey, who the hell was that guy? So I run after him. Ethel?
Yeah.
Okay, and so I run after him, and I tackle him. And it turns out that he's this guy who's like only wearing one shoe. And I have this rule about tackling guys who wear one shoe. I can't do that. So I let him go, and I go back inside. My wife's in there, and she's all crying and shit. Like she didn't do something wrong. She's like, oh, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, well, why are you crying then? And she's like, oh, no. So, I mean, what do you think? Ethel?
I don't know.
I mean, whose fault is it?
Looks like there's both of you.
Both of us?
Yeah.
What about in the eyes of the Lord?
I guess. I don't know. Who is this anyhow?
This is Mike.
Mike who?
Mike, that last name that you said earlier.
Lyman?
Yeah, Lyman.
I don't think so.
Yeah, like I said, I've been drinking a lot of alcohol.
I don't know any Mike Lyman.
Then why'd you say the name? Did
I
you
didn't.
make it up?
I said Mark Lyman.
No.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. You want to bet?
Yes.
How much? How much money you got in your purse? I'll even let you use your change first.
I don't have any money.
You don't have any money?
No.
How do you live?
Month by month.
Oh, I know that story, sister.
And I work, so.
That's good. I work too.
Good night.
I'm a panhandler.
Good
Got
night.
any spare change?
No. Good night.
You can send it to me.
I don't have any.
Oh, please.
No.
Ethel?
No.
You've been a lovely listener.
Good night.
Okay, sweet dreams.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night. I get the last word, not you. Good night. Hang up the phone. Good night. Ethel?
And we're back.
Keep going. I heard it click up right away.
Yeah, and that was me and Zachary B having fun with some oblivious old lady, which we do a lot around here. And then let me see who I can call to do some solo calls. I feel like doing some calls by myself for a moment for the next few minutes. Let's see what DJ Freak says, call this dude as a normal guy and say that Heather's breaking up with him for you, and she met you at Walmart in the gardening department. His name is Josh. As far as the celebrity thing, call Gary Brolsma, the Numma Numma Kid, and he gives me the Numma Numma Kid's phone number. I'm sure that kid has been called so many times, because his name has been in, like, major papers and big websites and everything, so I'm sure they've either changed their number or they don't even answer their phone anymore. You can pull anything on this kid. His name is Adam. You could say you heard that he loved milk, so offer him a lifetime supply of milk in cartons he can open. The paper kind. It's his obsession. He's obsessed with paper milk cartons. Okay, we have the KDK Creative Group. I'm going to call up the KDK Creative Group and see if I can get myself a job. Because I am KDK, and I am very creative. Sometimes.
Hi, this is Kelly Kirsch. Leave a name and number after the beep, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thank you. Bye now.
Hello, how are you doing, dear? This is Jill from KDK, and I'm calling because I looked you up online, and I saw that you're the KDK Creative Group. And since I'm a member of KDK, and I'm very creative, I'm a true internet radio pioneer and visionary, and I do groundbreaking radio that everybody copies every week, every Saturday night at 10 p.m. right here on PCU, Prank Call Underground Network, of which I'm also a co-owner. So if you need something creative done and you have an opening for a very creative but somewhat crusty and elderly woman, you can call me back at my toll-free number. It's 1-866-520-4866. Thank you.
Hello?
Hey, I'm calling for Wurzel.
Who is this?
This is Maurice.
I'm sorry.
Well, don't be sorry. It's just my name, Maurice.
Okay, who are you calling for, sir?
I'm calling for Mr. Booty, and I think the first name is pronounced Warzel or Warzel or something like that.
Hello?
Hey! How you doing?
Okay, who is it?
Well, I'm calling from KDK TNT Operators, and we're offering you a lovely long-distance package. You can save up to 80% on all of your long-distance prank calls.
Oh, I already have long distance.
Oh, you make prank calls with who are you with right now?
I'm with Sprint.
Oh, we can save you 60% over what they give you. You know, you can call New Zealand and prank Wing, and it'll only cost you like 8 cents a minute.
Okay, I'm not calling out of U.S.
Oh, you don't know anybody in any far-off exotic lands?
Well, I know a couple, but I don't.
Well, you don't have to know them to call them. You just call them and have a weird conversation for fun.
Yeah. Oh no, see that's just you got to know somebody to be talking to.
Do you?
Yes, indeed.
Well, see, I don't know you, but we're talking with each other.
Yeah, but you talking to me because you trying to get me to use your service.
Yeah.
And I'm satisfied with who I have. Thank you.
Okay, but you know what they do? They have lists of your phone numbers, of all of their customers' phone numbers, and they sell them to companies like mine, so that you get people calling and harassing you at this time of the night. See, if you were to switch with our company, that wouldn't happen anymore. You wouldn't get people like me calling you at 11 o'clock at night anymore.
Well, that's all right. Like I'm saying, I appreciate you calling and offering me the opportunity, but I decline at this time. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for your time and for helping me. We'd like to offer you a 2-issue free subscription to Jet Magazine.
Well,
okay, so we'll have that out next month, and then the following month you'll get those 2 for free. You don't have to pay anything, and that's just for spending some time with me here when I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first day.
And who you with?
KDK TNT.
Who?
KDK TNT.
I haven't even heard of your company.
We're mostly online based.
Oh, okay.
You can visit the website at pcuradio.com.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm going to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. What a nice black guy. I was waiting for him to go off on me at any moment, but he was just being nice. That was Mr. Booty. Mr. Booty. And Prank Masters are reminding me to call that dick shit person, so let me scroll through. There's so many numbers here. It takes me forever to find the ones that I thought were good and get back to them. I remember there was some fucked up dick shit name. I don't even remember who gave it to me. Scrolling. KDK's Lunatic Pranks are on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm glad you called because now I'm going to go to the bulletin board and read the little story that Kinky wrote about us.
Okay.
Have you read it yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay. What's wrong? You sound like angry.
No.
Everybody, this is Ryan, Raw Milk from the chat room.
Hello.
And I'm going to the KDK Prank Calls bulletin board if people want to follow and read along with me. And I'm going to the writer's block section at the bottom. And we have a post entitled, When KDK Met Ryan, written by Kinky Guy. Do you have any idea who Kinky Guy is?
Kinky UK? Or?
Yeah, same person.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you go and we can read together.
Okay.
Mark Guitars says I should drink juice boxes on the air because that would be wacky.
Juice boxes?
Yeah. I like the Capri Sun because it came in a pouch, and when you put the straw in, if you blew into the straw, when you pulled away, it would squirt.
That was far from juice, though. That's like...
Yeah. God knows what that is.
Yeah.
Some kind of fruit-flavored chemical. Okay, KDK kept telling himself there was no reason to be missing Ryan this much. Kept trying to busy himself with other things so that he wouldn't think about the other man so much. Yet here he was in the middle of the afternoon preparing for the show, and his mind was on Ryan, on that phone call he'd gotten 3 days ago. He was having trouble concentrating. He told himself to try to forget it. Okay, are you there yet?
No. It's in the PCU or it's in the...
No, it's in the KDK. And it's under the writer's block. But the more he told himself that, the less he believed it. He was drawn to him in a way he'd never really been drawn to anyone else, except maybe Long Dong, and even then, little had come out of that. They were close friends, as close as brothers, and maybe just a little more. They had never gone much beyond that stage, had never really even thought about it. Whatever he was feeling, whatever feelings he harbored for Long Dong, were not like that. This was something different entirely. Okay, did you find it yet?
Yeah. Kinky is an agitator, I think.
He's a what?
Decided he's an agitator.
Yeah. The phone call had bothered him in a way he never would have thought possible. It wasn't like KDK to worry about people a lot. He wasn't usually the person that others came to anyways, and honestly, he liked it that way. He was never good at stepping into other people's shoes and shouldering their burdens for a while, but with Ryan it was different. He'd been wondering almost non-stop since 3 nights ago, trying to comprehend the sheer anguish in his friend's voice, the desperation that had gone totally unmasked. It wasn't like him to feel another person's emotions so closely, but when KDK heard Ryan's voice breaking over the line, he swore he heard his own heart breaking as well. You want to continue from there?
Yeah, I'm on the page. Okay. Is it the emotional fat?
Yeah.
Okay. I think something gets you that should be a non-issue. Deep down in his heart, like, stuck somewhere buried over the years of prank calling and military service. Whose military service is he talking about?
I don't know. I guess he thinks I was in the military.
Wondered if this was his way. Final page. First thing was, whereof as the sunlight shone through the window. Why?
Okay, I'll read it.
Awesome thing.
This is very bizarre, but it's kinky, so it's bound to be. The first thing Ryan became aware of as the sunlight shone through the window was the presence close against his back and the arm draped lazily over his side. He opened his eyes a little, his sleep-clouded mind taking a few moments to register where he was. Still not fully awake, he pressed unconsciously against the warm body behind him, taking comfort in the safety it seemed to offer. In response, that arm tightened around his waist, drawing him closer. He could feel the faint whisper of breath against the back of his neck, and he smiled without realizing it, his eyes fallen shut again. Never before had he had the privilege of waking with someone's arms around him. Despite his fame and prestige, albeit dubious, his bed was usually empty, shared by no one except for himself or Keith. There was something different about this embrace than all the others. Something natural. Maybe it was the way Ryan moved slowly but self-assuredly to ease his other arm around Katie K's waist, or maybe it was the brief tightening of both arms around his waist, or maybe it was just the feeling of pure contentment he became aware of as warm palms brushed slightly against his stomach. He wasn't sure. He was sure, however, of the fact that when Ryan pulled away to sit up, he was more than a little disappointed. "I'm going to take a quick shower," he said, swinging his legs over the side of the bed and standing up. "I'll be out so fast you can wash up too," Katie K said, a little sleepy, just nodded and gave a small, slightly goofy smile that indicated he clearly was foggy upstairs. Ryan stared at himself in the mirror absent-mindedly. He hadn't remembered to bring his clothes into the bathroom, so he had to go out there in a towel. He could act casual, like nothing had happened between them, or he could act the nervous teenager part and avert his eyes, act uncomfortable. Either way, Katie K was bound to make assumptions, none of which were likely to be accurate. "Stop it," he told himself. "Katie K is not like the rest of those people anyway. Those people in prison wanted me as their bitch. Katie K isn't like them. You should respect me."
People in prison?
Yeah, apparently you've been in prison.
Oh.
Ryan wrapped the towel around his waist and reached to open the door. He still had no idea what he was going to do when he stepped out of it, but he figured there was something he was meant to do, some course of action he was fated to follow. He would follow it. Taking a deep breath, he turned the knob and opened the door. He's a very good writer, actually. I would believe that this is Rachel because he everything is well written and, spelled properly. He's a good writer.
I don't think it's Rachel.
Oh, I hope not. I hope that the person that we knew as Rachel wouldn't be this creepy. Oh, well. I thought you might appreciate that. I thought it was funny. And it was shortly after that I decided I had had enough of Kinky, and I stole his account and banned him.
Oh, you banned his account?
Yeah. He's banned. He can get an IP and come back, or a proxy and come back, and he probably will. But at least he knows he's unwelcome. So, do you feel like calling someone tonight?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to resume the spider collecting thing.
Oh, you want to call up? You want to call up the same place? That was Keith's job, so we can call them up. She doesn't work there anymore.
Okay.
But you can ask them about implements that they might sell that you could use to dissect and display bugs or something.
Well, yeah, and I'm going to be asking for, because I used to name Mabel before.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm now going, Mabel is now Sean Ward. Sean Ward's Mabel.
Uh-huh.
So she's the old black lady that likes butterflies.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to click over and down Keith's work then.
Okay.
Friendly 30. Hello, Mabel told me that now you sold tweezers. Is that right? Do you have tweezers there now? Tweezers? We got tweezers. Hold on, we're checking. Okay. Well, there's somebody there that I can speak to. Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Is there? Yes. Do you have the grips on the tweezers?
Do they have the grips on the tweezers?
Because the tweezers.
We got them.
You can remove certain parts with an entomology club.
Right.
But specifically, I'm more interested in the spiders, but the Mabel likes butterflies. Now the grips are there rubber grips on the tweezers? What? Are there rubber grips on the tweezers? I'm sorry, sir, I can't hear you.
Pardon me, can you repeat what you just said?
Are there rubber grips on the tweezers?
Hold on, let me find out. No, sir.
No. Well, have you ever used tweezers yourself on insects or on spiders or on, on butterflies and spiders?
No. Honestly, I have not.
Have you ever had a collection where how they pin, like you have pins, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, sir.
You know what? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we have like the little metal tweezers, none with like little rubber or soft ends or nothing, where it would be used for collecting insects and whatnot.
I know before you said you had the thumbtacks there, but I don't think thumbtacks are very effective.
I'm sorry, sir. We're a little busy here.
Okay.
All right.
Have a nice evening.
Same to you.
Oh, they knew you were prank calling them. Surprised they didn't say, Dave, stop it. Because Keith always goes around and tells people that he does prank calls.
Oh.
He pretends he's KDK.
Well, do we have any other
Mark
24-hour shops? Or?
Mark says that Kinky is back already, not 2 or 3 hours after he got banned. He's already back under the name Kevin. That'd be funny if he came in as Kevin and started posting like all jealously because he wanted Keith. Kevin is in the chat room too now. Kinky's here. Okay, you want to try somebody else?
Sure. Is there another shop or something?
That's weird. Sometimes when I do a who is on people, they get kicked. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to try it again and see if it happens again. No, it didn't happen that time. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, it did. He got kicked again. That's weird. When I who is people, they get kicked. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let me try Mr. Peeper's numbers. We got a bunch of KDK Buddhist and Dharma places, but they're all going to be closed. Those are ones that we have to call.
We should ask a Buddhist about
prank calls.
Huh?
Ask a Buddhist if prank calls are bad karma.
No. Ask a Buddhist about do they collect insects? Do they? Because they wouldn't want to kill stuff.
Mm-hmm. We're going to try. I still haven't found that dipshit one that I wanted to call.
Hello?
Is this Andre?
Oh, he's not home.
Okay. Has Mabel been around this week? Have you talked to her at all?
Do what now?
Did you speak to Mabel this week? Has she been around?
Oh, you must have the wrong number.
No, because she was gonna come to she hasn't been at the club meetings.
Well, who you like to speak to?
I wanted to speak to Sanjay, but I'm trying to ultimately get in touch with Mabel.
No, you got the wrong number.
No, I think that I have the right number. I think I'm sure you probably never met Mabel, but I'm sure that Asandre, he knows Mabel.
I don't know Mabel. I don't know
what
you're talking about.
Asandre,
Do what now?
What's that? Now,
who are you talking about, man?
I'm talking about Asandre and Mabel, and they're in our entomology club.
I don't know who you're talking about. You had to call back later.
Call back, well, like, what's a good time to call?
I had no idea.
No idea. Well, I guess I'll call at, 5 or 6 tomorrow morning. Is that a good time?
Fine.
Do you folks, do you have church tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and, you don't
you don't collect the bugs at church like we do, I imagine.
No. I'll talk to you later, man. You got the wrong number. Goodbye.
All right. You have a nice evening.
Hello?
Yes, is Ashutosh there?
Yes, speaking.
Hi, Ashutosh. I was wondering if you'd heard from Mabel this week.
Heard from who?
From Mabel. She, the old black woman that likes the butterflies. She wears the butterfly dresses. She collects butterflies. I'm Greg, and I collect spiders.
What is this regarding?
This is regarding the entomology club, and we wondered if we know you have a good background in entomology, and we wondered if you wanted to join our group, because it's just a bunch of us that we like to, we pen up bugs, we pen up pen roaches and spiders and butterflies and moths and all sorts of glorious insects and arachnids and
Did you get my number from somebody?
Well, actually, we spoke to you. Mabel said she spoke to you the other day, and she said that you expressed an interest, and you were very qualified to join up with our entomology club.
No, I think you must have a wrong person. I didn't talk to anybody by that name, and I'm not.
Well, didn't she know you through that Star Trek organization?
Huh? Did I what?
She knew you through, I think, through your Star Trek organization, or one of the conventions.
I don't know any Star Trek organization either.
Well, you don't go to the conventions. I know she knows you from one of her other clubs that she's in, but she said you'd be a perfect candidate for our organization.
No, I think you must have a wrong person. I'm totally.
Well, how do you feel about bugs and collecting?
I'm not interested at all. No, sorry.
You're not interested in insects at all?
No.
Well, I wonder why she would have. Maybe it was one of her other hobbies. Was there? Are you a piano player or?
No.
No. But you know Mabel. Like you couldn't forget Mabel. She's a character.
I mean, it must be some other person because I never talked to anybody like that.
You don't talk to anybody. You keep to yourself, pretty much, right? You quiet. A lot of us are like that. A lot of us.
Okay, I need to go right now. Sorry about that.
Sir, where are you going?
Yeah. Bye.
Okay. See ya. We hope you'll be at the next meeting.
No.
No.
Sorry.
Well, I think you should give it a shot and talk to Mabel, and maybe she'll talk you into it. Okay?
Okay, yeah, sure.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, he's gone.
Everybody's boring tonight. I don't know if it's
too nice. We need to do some angry calls and piss people off. Well, anyway, I'm going to let you go. Let some other people have a chance to call in tonight, but it was good to talk to you.
Yep.
And I'll talk to you online.
Okay, bye.
Peace out.
And everybody, that was Raw Milk Ryan from the chat room, the one that Kinky thinks, he thinks we're in love. Oh, man. Actually, he's just trying to start trouble, like the troublemaking little bitch that he is. I wonder if he's still in the chat room. Because I know Kevin wouldn't really come around here his own self for real. Anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to play this prank call from the failure. He called it simply, when he sent it to me, Randall Hard Drive, so I assume he's fucking with somebody named Randall about who's trying to scam him for a hard drive.
Hello?
Yes, good morning, Randall. Hi today.
Hello, this is Randall. Can I
Yeah.
help you?
Okay, my name is Joe. I'm calling from SQ Technologies.
Hey, Joey, how are you?
I'm good.
Hey, where are you from?
I'm from New York.
Oh my God,
Times Square.
I love New York. Times Square?
Yeah, Times Square.
Oh my God, I just love the parades. There's parades in Times Square, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh
Next
yes.
time when you come to New York, don't forget us.
So you guys have a company in New York?
Yes, I have company in New York.
What do you do over there?
We distribute computer components.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm the salesperson. I sell stuff, and I'm also the purchaser.
Yeah, okay.
I'm partners with Butch. We
Okay.
share a lot of stuff, Butch and I.
Okay.
And maybe this is something you and I can get into, Silly.
Okay, sure, that's good.
So what do you tell me? Tell me what you got to offer.
Yesterday I talked to him. We had a good price on a Western Digital hard drive.
Oh.
He said.
How hard are they?
Huh?
How hard?
It's very good.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday he told me he's interested in 120 gigabytes Western Digital.
Tell me something.
Yes, yeah.
Are you married?
I'm not married yet.
Why?
Okay. It's nothing to do with married, right?
No, but there's a sense of your voice. I can tell when a man is single and when a man is married. And I'm asking you if you're married because I can tell that you're single and you're looking.
Okay, so we do business, friends. That's
Well, yes. I mean, that's what we do.
Yes.
You and I are going to do business.
Yes, okay, that's good. So we sell lots of computer components.
All right.
Yeah, like hard drive, CPUs, memories.
What about dildos?
Huh?
What about dildos? You sell dildos? I love dildos. Have you ever had a man use a dildo on you?
What do you mean dildo?
A dildo. You know, you guys don't sell those?
What kind of component? I don't know. Dildo. I don't know the computer component.
It's a dildo. Come on, silly. You know what a dildo is.
I don't know.
You sell hard drives, right?
Yeah, hard drives, yes.
Then how come you don't know what a dildo is?
Dildo.
That's a dildo. Dildo.
Can you spell it?
D-I-L-D-O. Dildo.
No, I don't know this product.
Everybody uses them now. You gotta get with the times. This is 2005, baby. Everyone's using dildos. Your company has got to focus on that too.
Okay.
And your sales will be through the roof.
Okay. This kind of hard drive, right?
It's what?
This kind of hard drive?
Well, it's hard, and you do drive it, but I don't know if you can call it a hard drive. It's plastic, okay? Sometimes you could put batteries in them, but that's more like a vibrator. But a dildo is a fake penis.
Oh. What?
What? Where is this call going? What are we doing here?
I don't know. We just sell this computer component.
Well, yeah. So let's do this, baby.
Yes. So,
I just sneezed. Did you hear that?
What?
I just sneezed.
What did you sneeze?
I sneezed. Achoo.
Okay.
All right. So what about prophylactics? You guys have those?
Yeah, I have.
How many?
What kind of profiles do you need?
I need them all.
What kind of products do you need?
I need the good ones.
So
and you and I are having a communication problem.
Yes.
I'm gonna have Butch call you when he gets back in. Okay?
Okay, sure, that's good.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're back, and that was a new prank call that was sent not 15 minutes before the program tonight by the Failure, who's hanging out in the chat room. He's a famous scam baiter, and I can't remember his website, but if you go into the bulletin boards, I'm sure he'll post a link there for you guys if you want to go check it out. And some really interesting stuff going on, and the one particular scam bait that I read that had like 83 pages to it or something. It was ridiculous. But anyway, Prankmaster has now found the phone number for the singing psychic Fran Baskerville from the Howard Stern Show. Well, that's where most people would remember her from the Howard Stern Show. So maybe we can call her and act like a real radio show and try to book her for an appearance.
Hello, Baskerville.
Hey, how you doing, Fran?
Hi, who's this?
This is Maurice, and I represent KDK and PCU Radio.
Uh-huh.
And I was wondering if you would be available to make an appearance on our Saturday night program, which is entitled Lunatic Fringe. And
It's entitled what now?
It's called Lunatic Fringe, and it airs every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Internet Radio, so it has a worldwide, huge audience. It would be great exposure for you and great entertainment for our listeners, so everybody wins.
Uh-huh.
Would you be interested in doing something like that? Maybe come on and giving some of your latest predictions, and you can plug whatever you have for sale or your website or whatever?
Sure.
Okay. So when would be
I have to get back to my appointment book here. And so it's a radio show?
It's a radio show, but it's...
How do you find me? Through a website or what? Or heard me on the radio or what?
I actually heard about you from the Howard Stern show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We know each other for a long time. Done this show about 15 times, probably.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So would you be available sometime past 10 p.m. on a Saturday night? Or if not, we could pre-record the interview and play it later during the program.
Yeah, let me see here. Let me get a pen. What night did you want to do that at? I don't usually do shows that late, so probably I'm open. I usually do them in the mornings. And,
okay, if you want to do it live, the show starts at 10 p.m. and I can contact KDK and he'll let us know when you can call in.
Okay, is that here in Dallas or where?
KDK is stationed in Connecticut, and they have a...
Yeah, they used to call me, honey.
Okay.
You know, I don't call them. I don't David Letterman, Good Morning America. It's lots of shows. You can put my website, singingpsychic.com. Have you done that?
Singingpsychic.com, yes, we'll do that. We'll do that the day of the interview. We'll put that on the front page.
And how's Howard Stern doing anyway? I haven't heard him lately.
He's doing absolutely fabulous, and I can't wait until we get to listen to him uncensored for the first time on satellite.
Yes, that'd be great, won't it?
Yes, it will.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you want, we could do it live after 10 p.m. on a Saturday night, or we can set up a time where you would be available to do it in the afternoon or the morning.
Live is fine with me, you know.
Okay, that would be
and
great.
I take call-ins. You know, people call up and ask questions. I sing them an answer.
That would be great.
Singing Psychic. And, let's see. So you want to do that? What Saturday do you want to do that?
Well, that's up to you. We could do it as soon as next Saturday if you like.
Okay, we could do that.
Okay, I'm going to make a note of it, and I'm going to... Well, we'll call you, or you can call the toll-free number into the show. It's up to you.
Okay, you just call me. That'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you then.
We'll talk to you next Saturday, and I would guess around 10:30 p.m.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank
you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Now, I was playing my own agent for that call. Now she's going to say, hey, wait a minute. Aren't you the same guy I talked to before? So we have a booking for next week. I didn't want to put her on the spot and ask her to do psychic readings right now and sing her songs right now. But next week on KDK's Lunatic Fringe, we're going to have the Singing Psychic on the air. So that'll be fun, everybody. Singing Psychic next week at 10:30 p.m. Tell your friends and enemies and make sure everybody comes up with some interesting questions from the chat room for me to ask of the Singing Psychic. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm all a-quiver with anticipation. Anyway, thank you. I'm going to have to write down that number before I close out of this, because I'll lose that number. She seems like a really nice lady. She was bragging a little when I was suggesting that she'd call in to us. I'm too big to call in to you, she says. Anyway, there's another call I wanted to make, so let me do that before anybody else calls in.
6-2 at the beep. Please leave a message.
Hello, how are you doing, dear Annie? I was calling for Annie Keene. I'm not sure if you'll remember me, but I spoke to you maybe almost 2 years ago because it was my birthday and I was feeling homesick and I was living in Bangalore and I called you and it was probably the middle of the night there. But I called a random United States number because I just needed somebody who spoke English. for me to talk to. You know, I was lonely, and I called you, and you were nice enough to stay and talk with me for a couple minutes. And during our conversation, you said that your birthday was April 14th. So I wanted to call and wish you the happiest of birthdays because you're a wonderful, lovely, sweet woman, and I hope to meet you someday in the bosom of the Lord. And again, this is Ed Rosenthal, and hopefully we'll speak together sometime soon on this plane of existence. Anyway, you have a good night, Annie, and stay dear.
And we're back, and that last prank call was to Annie Keene. I tried to call her on the Thursday show. See, what happened it's a long story, let me start from the beginning. Last Friday I did a surprise show, and I played a prank call from our forthcoming CD entitled Edgar's Birthday in Bangalore. And it was this really nice, sweet woman, Annie Keene, and during the call she gave me her birthday, so I thought, wouldn't it be great if I called back and wished her a happy birthday, and her birthday turned out to be last Thursday. So during the rebroadcast of KDK's Lunatic Fringe that I do every Thursday at 10 p.m., I busted in and I tried to call Annie, and I got the machine, and I was hoping if we called her tonight we would be able to get her, but again we got a machine with a voice different from Annie's. It's some kind of automated voice, but I would like to talk to Annie again. I thought that would be sweet. I thought it would make her happy, give her a smile to have Edgar calling after 2 years to wish her a happy birthday. Well. Anyway, I have a phone number here for a Star Wars nerd. It's a hotline for Star Wars nerds camping to see the new movie. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea what I'm going to get when I call. It would be great to have, like, the payphone outside of a theater where these douches are waiting in line to buy their fucking tickets. You know, nowadays, especially for geeks, you can buy your tickets online. You don't have to camp out there. But they camp out there because I like to hang out with the other douchebags. The ones that are too lazy to make it out to a Star Wars convention. I can't believe it's not a toll-free number for a Star Wars hotline. It's busy! Damn it. KDK's Lunatic Fringe are on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Is this Ed's drop-off?
No, this is Glowworm.
Oh, how you doing, man?
What's up?
I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, no, it's been a while.
So, are you still on that awful Wild Bunch? Bunch of backstabbing pricks at the end? No, I'm just kidding. I was hanging out in Wild Bunch last night. We get along with everybody over there.
Yeah.
No hard feelings.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I'm like on a temporary hiatus from things right now.
Is that self-imposed? Or did they take you off?
It's self-imposed.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing more embarrassing than being fired from Wild Bunch. Take it from me, I got fired from Wild Bunch.
You did?
Yeah.
I'm late on stuff.
Huh?
I'm late on stuff.
You're late on stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been out of the loop.
I've been out of everything lately. Out of everything.
Yeah. So when's the last time you did do a show?
About a month or so.
Then why'd you stop?
2 months ago. Got lazy.
Like, it's really hard to go on and do a show?
Nah.
Even the show is the easy part. The hard part is the fucking editing.
Yeah, it's just personal issues.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
Problems at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Sucks.
Yeah, but, you know, internet radio, if used properly, is a great outlet for all your stress and aggression from
Yes, it is.
Yes,
I had fun doing it.
Yeah. Well, let me know when you're going to do it again. Send me an IM, like, right before you go on the air, because I'll never remember.
All right.
I never remember when anybody is. And you know, Rye Cerrone did, he did DX tonight with Looping V-Forge, and I forgot about it and missed the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I wanted to hear that. But, such is life.
Yeah, I guess so, you know.
I'm not supposed to do this, but do you feel like making a call?
Sure.
Okay, cool. How long has it been since you did a prank call?
About, a good month or so. I still got it in me.
Okay. Izzy says, hey, KDK, I've been talking to chatters, and they say you should say you found pubic hair in your french fries. So you want to call up a Burger King and do the pubic hair thing? It's an old
Sure.
And try to work the words Puber King into it.
I sure will.
So that can be the name of the call, Puber King.
All right.
Well, people can never say that I don't do their request, because that's a pretty specific request that we call it Puber King.
Where is this Burger King?
Burger King, can I help you?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, how you doing today, sir?
Yes.
Yeah, we have a small problem here.
The what?
We have a small problem.
Small tacos?
No, we have a small problem.
What happened?
Okay, I came in there about good 30 minutes ago. Got number 1. And I had some fries. I went home, started eating my burgers, drunk my Coke, and eating my fries, and I found pubic hairs. Where did those come from? Okay. Is that some kind of new little add-on to the meals nowadays?
Okay, can you come tomorrow?
Can I come tomorrow?
Yeah.
No. That's nasty. Do you know what pubic hairs are?
Okay, what's your order? Whopper with cheese or without cheese?
What?
What's your order? Whopper?
Did I order a Whopper? Yes, I had the Whopper.
Okay.
But do you not understand how nasty that is?
I know.
To find it in your French fries?
Okay.
It was you, wasn't it? Did you plant that in my fries?
No.
Who did that? I'm gonna find out.
Okay.
Can you?
Okay,
is the manager available?
30 minutes ago, right?
Yeah.
Who takes your order?
Who took my order? Some girl. I don't know her name.
Some girl?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me have a second, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Apparently it's jazz night over at the Burger King. And what's he doing? Going around now and say, you put some pubic hair in there, you put some pubic hair in there. No, no. And then they get to Leroy the janitor, and he goes, yeah, it was me. He's running around the back door and saying, take off all the pubic hairs. Take them all off. They're on to us. Nice to know they take such a serious complaint so seriously, you know?
It's taken quite a while.
This must be the sort of thing that happens all the time. Tell him you're going to have DNA testing to find out whose hair it was. Oh, fuck it, he's taking too long. I hung up on him because I had the feeling he put the phone down and he's just going to wait till you hang up and never come back.
Yep.
And that's people's usual response. They don't want to be mean to you, they don't want to hang up because they're afraid it might be like a legit call. So, they can always say, oh, I forgot.
So we got to come back.
Do you want to try something else, or are we done here, or what?
Whatever you want to do.
I have the number for the third shift guy. He went in at 11. It's a hotel in Yukon I used to work at called the Nathan Hale Inn. So we can call it the Nathan Hale Inn and what happened there.
Alright.
No, you called the Nathan Hale Inn and claimed that you were there at a kegger, and while you were asleep, somebody shamed you and like drew on your face and shaved your head, and you want to hold them accountable. Okay.
That sounds like something for you. I'm pretty much out of it.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you go, but thanks for calling in, and
Alright, no problem.
Let us know when your show is going to come back on.
Alright.
Okay, peace out.
Alright, you too.
Bye-bye. And, I forgot to mention, Glowworm, if you're looking to do a prank call show, then I'm the one to contact. If you want to do just a regular talk show, then go back to Wild Bunch. But if you want to do a prank call thing, you're more than welcome to do a show here on PCU. And remember, we have that rule that the show is here to have to be live prank calls or hosted by a famous live prank caller, such as myself. And Prankmaster is sending me the phone number for a rejection hotline. So I know we're not supposed to prank hotlines, but I'm going to.
Okay, because Lunatic Friends are on the air.
Hey, this is Oxycontin. EDS drop-off, whatever.
How do you do, man?
Doing fine.
Ed's drop-off is the same as Oxycontin?
Yeah.
Now I know. And knowing half the battle.
Yep.
So what's up tonight? You said that you didn't want to call in because you didn't have anything to talk about. So I said, well, think of something to talk about. So what did you think of to talk about?
Absolutely nothing. I'm just laying here in my bed listening to the radio and have the chat room up.
You're not touching yourself, are you?
No.
Okay.
I saved that for later.
Yeah. This is a really bad show to masturbate to. There's nothing really erotic about this program whatsoever.
No.
Except for the ones that tell me that I have a sexy voice, which I completely don't get. Every once in a while people say I have a sexy voice, and I was like, I don't get it.
I don't think. Well, I'm not gay, so I wouldn't be able to judge like that.
Yeah. But the bi guys and the women, they tell me. Sometimes. So, hang on while I navigate to my crickets. So, how old are you?
15.
15?
Yeah.
Wow, you sound a lot older. You went through puberty early. So apparently, obviously you live with your parents, your mom and dad?
Yep, which I'm thinking they are asleep right now.
Uh-huh. If I were to call and prank your parents, would it be funny, or are they funny people?
Depends. Like, they just try to embarrass me a lot, but I guess they could be funny, but they wouldn't take nicely to prank calls.
No.
We've gotten prank calls before, and they got all pissed.
Why would you get prank calls? You have, like, a wacky last name?
No.
See, I never get prank calls. Even, like, before I did the whole KDK thing, I would never, ever get prank calls, except for when I worked at the pizza place. When I worked at Domino's, then we got the kids trying to call them bogus pizzas all the time. Let's hear you belch. See if you can beat that. What are you drinking? You got some soda there?
I have no soda. I'm just sitting in my room. It's really dark.
Okay. Are you smoking weed? Doing anything? You don't smoke weed yet, do you?
Nope. I'm the cleanest kid you would ever meet.
Good for you. Good for you. We have an age limit around here for smoking weed. We all believe you shouldn't smoke until at least 17. And
well, I know kids started earlier.
You're still a virgin too, right?
Yep.
Right, because the age for...
Sadly enough.
The age for sex is 18. Because you're sexually immature before then. Right?
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to be a positive influence in some way. That was nice. No, that was a soundboard, wasn't it?
No, that was actually me.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to let you go, but thank you for calling in, man.
Alright.
Okay, peace out, bro.
And that was Oxycontin from the chat room, one of the first people who joined us in the chat room tonight. He was really itching and looking forward to the program tonight. He says, call back the Burger King. Yeah, I'm not going to call back the Burger King guy because he's disinterested and boring, and at best he's going to play stupid, like like he can't understand me. And Weed Man wants me to give him a plug for his site, which is bongload.org. Bongload.org. Anyway, I do gotta go pee, so I'm gonna play this other prank call, another world premiere from Nunu. And this one is Tom Hanks calling VIP holidays. He really loves to bother those VIP holidays, doesn't he? Oh, listen to him getting all fancy with the music and shit.
You got a friend in me. Yes. You got a friend in me. Thank you very much.
Oh, this must be the old music.
What's ahead in your miles and miles from your nice warm bed?
I fucking hate Randy Newman. Somebody get Randy Newman's number so I can tell him how much I fucking hate him.
You just remember what your old pal said. Boy, you got a friend in me. Hi. Hi, this is Joe Fox. Who's this?
This is who?
Joe Fox. F-O-X. Just call me Joe.
Just Joe, J-O-E? Okay, Joe.
That's right.
How can I help you today, Joe?
May I ask who you are?
My name is Ronaldo.
That is a great name.
Thank you.
Great. Really great.
How can I help you, Joe?
Congratulations. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you think we should meet?
Why?
Why not?
I don't know. Why would you want to meet me?
No, wait. I take that back. Why would you want to meet somebody you're crazy about?
You're crazy about me?
Yes. That's right.
Are you really?
Hey! I know you!
Where do you know me from, Joe?
Patricia.
Patricia.
Yeah. That's right.
Patricia who?
Patricia. Rose.
Patricia Rhodes?
Yes. That's right.
Where do I know Patricia from?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, well, Joe, what can I do for you? Are you interested in coming to Florida on a vacation?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your telephone number? How about that? Let's start with that.
Well, I was just about to figure that out.
You're just about to figure it out? No problem. What's your last name, Joe?
Joe Fox. F-O-X.
Okay, and where are you calling from, Joe?
Don't you worry about it.
Okay, not a problem. You don't want to give me your number. You don't want to tell me where you're from. Do you have a claim code or a confirmation number?
Yes, I did.
And what was it? Say again? Okay. Yeah. Correct? That's your name?
Yes. Would you like to hear me tell a joke?
Not really. I'm not in the joke show. I'm doing something. I'm trying to operate a business here. Joe,
Why not?
Florida and the Bahamas. Does it sound like destinations that would be fun for you?
Okay.
Okay. Would you like to come over here and go to Florida and the Bahamas?
All right, yeah.
Okay. Do you have a major credit card in your name?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a Visa, MasterCard, or American Express?
That's right.
Okay. Which one is it?
Absolutely.
Which one is it, Joe?
Well, I was just about to figure that out.
Okay. While you're figuring all this stuff out, let me ask you a couple more questions.
Okay.
Would 12 months give you enough time to come over to Florida?
Yes.
Okay. And who normally travels with you when you come over?
Rose.
Rose?
Absolutely.
Patricia be traveling with you?
That's right.
Okay. Is Patricia your wife by any chance?
No.
You're not married, Joe?
No.
Are you gay, Joe?
Yeah, that's right.
Are you gay happy or gay funny?
All right, that's enough. That's it.
That's it? That's all? You don't want to talk to me anymore?
Oh, shut up.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, and I'm back. And that was a great new prank call from Nunu. Bravo once again to Nunu. You know, I don't normally like soundboard calls because they're normally not very good, but Nunu is one of the good ones. And now, let me bring up something that I wanted to bring up because I haven't gotten the proper response that I would have liked to have gotten yet. But I did a lot of work, and I captured a ton of audio, maybe I think about 53 clips, from Mort Goldman from TV's Family Guy. And the voice is done by Joe Brennan, who people in the know that he's the funny jerky boy. Out of the two jerky boys, he was the funnier one. He was Joe Brennan. He's the voice of Saul Rosenberg and Frank Rizzo and Jack Torres and most of their best voices and best calls. And I would like to do a Mort Goldman soundboard. So I went and I isolated all the audio, and I found a good image to use as a background for a soundboard, but I'm looking for help to build the actual soundboard. I know how to do it myself, but I'm not that good at it, and it's, let's face it, making a soundboard is sort of repetitive and tedious work, and I can't get into it, and things I can't get into, I don't do well. So I'm calling upon all the listeners. We're having a contest for who can make the best Mort Goldman soundboard using the audio clips that I've already gathered and the background that I've already made. And you can download the file that includes all the sounds and the image for the background by going to kdkprankcalls.com /Mort, M-O-R-T, _ Goldman, Goldman, minus the burp sounds, .rar. So it's kdkprankcalls.com /Mort _ Goldman.rar. It's a RAR file, so you're going to need WinRAR to open it, but if you're not a dick, you probably have WinRAR already. Or you're really old, in which case you have WinZip. But you'll need WinRAR. It's a free program that you can download from WinRAR.com or something, I believe. And there's a couple rules. Number 1, you must use every sound. Number 2, you must use the image in that .rar file as the background. Number 3, the KDK and the PCU logos in that image should link to the proper sites, PCU Radio and kdkprankcalls.com. And the board must have a stop button. The winner will be the first person to send me or post on our bulletin boards the finished soundboard. And the possible prizes are, this is just stuff that I found in the KDK junk bin. It's nothing big, but if you do a good job, you can win free shit. And we have Fallout 1 and 2 PC games, Baldur's Gate PC game, that's a special edition that comes with the soundtrack, and Alice, American McGee's Alice PC game, Icewind Dale, Neverwinter Nights, the Star Wars Trilogy Special Edition on VHS, and those are just some of the fabulous prizes that you can win by entering the Mort Goldman contest. So, download that file if you're interested in making a soundboard. I know it doesn't take long, and it's relatively easy to do. So, it's a good way for you to win some free shit, and I'll even sign it for you. And who knows, it might be worth something someday. You're right. So, it's Mort _ Goldman.rar at kdkprankcalls.com. So, that would be great if you guys could help out with that, because I love Mort Goldman, and I'm eventually going to have to make the soundboard if nobody else helps me do it, and I'm so backlogged with work and editing and all this shit. Anyway, that God knows when I'll be able to get around to it. And after that, we're going to work on, I think we're going to do a telemarketer Jill Rosenthal soundboard, where I record all quotes and clips of Jill trying to sell people on shit, so that you can call people and telemarket as Jill Rosenthal, which would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? Anyway, we got the phone number here for the rejection hotline, which I'm going to call after this short break, because I gotta piss. Yeah. Anyway.
Hello, this is not the person you were trying to call. You've reached the rejection hotline, provided by rejectionhotline.com. The person who gave you this number did not want you to have their real number. We know this sucks, but don't be too devastated. So why were you given the rejection hotline number? Maybe you're just not this person's type. Note, this could mean boring, dumb, annoying, arrogant, or just a general weirdo. Maybe you suffer from bad breath, body odor, or a nasty combination of the two. Maybe you just give off that creepy, overbearing, psycho stalker vibe. Maybe the idea of going out with you just seems as appealing as playing leapfrog with unicorns. Regardless of the reason, please take the hint, accept the fact that you were rejected, and then get over it. And please do your best to forget about the person who gave you this number, because trust us, they've already forgotten about you. The rejection hotline is provided by rejectionhotline.com. And if you're still listening, don't worry, it could be much worse. In addition to being rejected, you could have been laughed at, too.
Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
We're having a great show so far tonight. We've done a lot of calls. We even booked the singing psychic for next week's show. That'll be great, won't it? Let me see what people are in the chat room saying. Let me go back and see what people are saying. Ballard says he's got the phone number for the co-owner of Wendy's. That would be great for the Monkey Phone kids, because they have a CD called I Hate Wendy's, where all they do is prank call Wendy's. Princey Girl says, hey KDK, I have that number this week for you to call. Her name is Crystal, and her number is such, and she's a whore. I love that. Her name is Crystal, this is her number, and she's a whore. I love that. Well, That was Prankmaster who sent me in the number for the rejection hotline. Stupid me, I thought it was going to be a hotline where I call and whine about how I've been rejected. But instead, it's one of those bogus phone numbers that you give to somebody when you don't want to give them your real phone number. So if you have a creep who wants a phone number from you, make sure you give them 408-236-2060, and that's the rejection hotline, where they'll hear that pre-recorded message that I played on the air. 408-236-2060. Give that to all the losers who bother you for your number. Especially you young ladies out there, because young men don't know how to fuck anyway. Anyway, nobody's saying anything exciting in the chat room. There's a lot of people in there, though. There's 30 people still in the chat room. God bless you guys. If anybody would like to call into the program, it's 860-520-4866. It's toll-free, free for you. It's cheap for me. So feel free to call into the program if you're one of those casual listeners that you've never called into the program before. Now is your chance, because nobody else is calling. And people always say, I've been trying to call for week after week after week and I can't get through, but now nobody's calling. So now is the time for you to call in. Bigfoot has been sighted near Alexandria, Louisiana. The Sheriff's Department has collected hair samples and taken casts of footprints from the creature for DNA evidence. Scott Kessler is a local firefighter who's investigating the sighting for the Bigfoot Field Research Organization of California. He'll give you all the details and then his phone number.
Hello?
Hello, how you doing? I'm calling looking for Scott Kessler.
This is him.
Scott, I'm calling from PCU Radio, and we are interested in a little information about the recent Bigfoot investigations.
Is there another time you can call? It's midnight here.
Sure. When would it be a good time to call you back?
Tomorrow, in the day.
You'll be home during the daytime, say around 5 o'clock?
No, I'll be at my brother's birthday. Can you call Monday?
Okay, Monday. That'll be good. Monday, how about the same time, around 5 or 4:30 to 5 in the afternoon? Sometime around then? That'll be good for you?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. I'll call you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Well, he was nice. I don't see why he couldn't just talk for 10 minutes about Bigfoot, because odds are he's not going to bed anytime soon. He didn't sound sleepy. So let me write this down. Now I got two numbers that I got to call during the week. Well, the other one I didn't tell you about, but the Bigfoot guy, I'm going to label it Bigfoot guy, Scott Kessler, and the phone number. Thank you, Prankmaster, for that number, because, now that I have some time, I have until Monday, I can come up with some clever and interesting Bigfoot questions. If you guys have any clever or interesting questions that I could ask of somebody who's investigating recent Bigfoot evidence, you can IM me your questions to PCU Live on AIM, PCULIVE on AIM, and I'll read them over the air. Let's see who can come up with the funniest question I can ask of the Bigfoot guy. We need questions that are funny, but they're not going to turn him off so much so that he'll realize that we're fucking with him. Anyway, Achilles says, call a hotel and say you were sodomized. Because that happens all the time. Every time I stay in a hotel, I get sodomized. Unless you put that little sign on the door that says, no moleste.
He would go on soul clippers. I never heard anything as silly and as ridiculous as that. Shut up, little man. Shut up, little man. Shut up, little man. I didn't see you trying to cut your toenails. I don't want to see you cut your toenails. So why would I worry about it? For God's sake, shut up, little man. I don't want to watch you cut your toenails. Don't do that. Those are all mine. I pay for them. I pay for them, not you. I would like to have eaten tonight also, but I can't because of you talking about toenails. Nobody wants to watch you cut your toenails, and nobody would steal your toenail clippers.
And we're back. And that was a clip from the CD that I found, strangely enough, on a torrent site for a private, hidden torrent site. And I say that because people are going to ask me what the site is. And it doesn't matter even if I give you the link, because it's by invitation only. Because I am that damn special. But it's from a horror movie torrent site, believe it or not. They actually had a CD of just drunk old crazy men just fighting, recorded by their neighbors. And they remind me of Pindar. And one of the guys, the guy that they refer to as Ray in the calls, is actually Raleigh from the Raleigh Sakers soundboard. If you go to the soundboards on kdkprankcalls.com, you can familiarize yourself with the wonder and merriment that is Raleigh Sakers. He's a beautiful man, and these clips are beautiful in and of themselves. Nurse 88101 says, please find out exactly how big Bigfoot's feet are. That's a good question. That's a great, legitimate question. I'm going to have to write down a bunch of great, legitimate questions to ask of the guy who's doing a legitimate investigation of Bigfoot. Personally, I don't see how it could possibly be real. I don't see how a thing like Bigfoot could have survived all these years without being captured or finding a dead body or anything like that. I think it's just urban myth. It's just shit that people make up, and the hairs that they find are probably from people or bears, and the footprints have almost all been proven to be fakes in the past. Or a combination of several different footprints. From all the because I do watch shit like that. I love the paranormal, so I'm always looking for shit like that. And you know what I realized? Is I haven't smoked any weed at all on the air tonight. I've been neglecting our weed-smoking listeners, so we're going to have a weed-smoking moment. Let me find some weed-smoking music, and we'll do a weed-smoking moment that we haven't done in God knows how long. Too bad we're not on Wild Bunch anymore, because this song sounds great with fucking headphones and stereo. And somebody's calling during the weed smoking moment. KDK's Lunatic Fringe, you're on the air. Hey.
Hey.
Everybody, it's the Monkey Phone Kids.
Yeah.
Who exactly? Mark.
Mark, yeah.
I recognize your voice. You know why?
Why?
Because you got the fat kid voice. You do, though. You really ought to use that to your advantage.
Yeah, but I don't like having a fat kid voice.
Yeah, but you'll grow into it.
Yeah.
By the time you're 6 feet tall, you'll have a deep, bass, manly voice, like Barry White.
No, it's because of my braces. Ever since I got my braces, I talk funny.
Can you sing, You'll Never Find Another Love Like Mine?
No.
You'll never find... You know, do a deep voice and sing that.
I can't do a deep voice.
It'd be funny to hear you try, though. Do it.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Oh, okay. Well, how did it go last night? I understand that you guys got scared because somebody threatened to call the cops on you because, I've been doing it so long that I've been threatened so many times, I don't take any threat seriously because nothing ever happens.
Yeah, but I thought this time it was really going to happen. Master Stigum called... We had, Master Stigum called in, and he called a Burger King.
Yeah.
And he complained that an old man with an orange beard was touching him in the boys' bathroom.
An old man with an orange beard was fondling him in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
And they were like, okay, we're going to connect you to the police right now. And they started dialing. I heard, from the touch tones, I heard 9-1, and so I hung up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing that you hung up that fast.
Yeah.
But, you should have disconnected before your mom started giving out her personal information for that nursing website on the air. I eventually kicked it, but she had already given out her password and username and shit, so people could log in on the nursing board and fuck around as your mom. Now somebody's going to go to that site and log in as your mom and just put penis, 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 penis.
No, it's not like she had to re-register her nursing license.
Oh, so that wasn't the real registration?
Yeah, she not for an account on the website, just with the Department of whatever.
Uh-huh. The Department of Nursing.
Yes.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yes.
So, do you feel like calling somebody, or is this like a personal call?
You said to call your house number if we wanted to do a prank call, right?
Well, I can't tell what number you're calling in on. Are you calling in on the direct line or the toll-free line?
Direct line.
Okay, cool. So we can do pranks.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see who we're going to call. I'm going back through the numbers. We got some of these look familiar, like I've called them before. We're going to call up Carrie Hermit. It's a confirmed working teenage girl, so maybe you can hit on her or ask her out on a date or something.
Okay.
Okay. I was trying to smoke weed.
Hello? Hello, Carrie? Hello? Hello, Carrie? Yeah? Yes, my name is Mark. I just moved to the area, and I've only been going to school for a little while. And I've just worked up the courage, and, well, I want to go on a date with you. Who is this? Mark, silly. You sound like a girl. You sound like a girl.
Yes, hello?
Hello, Morris?
Who?
Morris?
Who?
You!
Who?
Morris!
Who is this, please?
My name is Billy. I'm a Boy Scout. I've helped you across the road a couple times. And
No?
Yeah, I think you're very attractive. So, well, actually, I'm an Eagle Scout. But I was wondering if you'd like to go on a date sometime.
Yes?
Miss Rosenthal?
Who?
How old are you?
Nathan?
Nathan? Hello?
Yes.
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yes.
How, old are you?
I'm 15.
Ma'am, you talked to the wrong person.
But Morris, I love you.
Who is this here?
This is Billy. I want to express my love for you. I want to make love to you.
Nathan is not home.
I'm not asking for Nathan. I'm asking for you, Morris. Will you marry me?
Of course. Goodbye.
I love you.
Oh, that was great. You hit on the 87-year-old lady.
She's 87?
That's what she sounded like to me.
All I heard was she kept saying Nathan and who?
Nathan was probably her husband or her son or something. Her grandson. That was funny.
Yeah.
We have a Joe Rosenthal.
Jill?
Yeah, Joe Rosenthal.
I think you should prank her.
I should call her?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll call her later. We got an Ed Rosenthal, too.
What would I say to him?
Ed Rosenthal?
Yeah.
I don't know. Ask him if he's found his pants.
Okay.
I don't know. You want to try?
Alright, I'll think of something.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, Edgar, honey?
Yeah. Hmm?
Edgar, honey?
Yes?
Well, my name is Maurice. I'm your son, and, well, I'm kind of incestuous. You know? What? Edgar!
What's that going on here?
Well, Edgar, do you want to hook up sometime? You know, like, I stick my finger in your butthole.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm wearing a butt plug.
He had some kind of echo on his line. You could hear yourself repeated back.
I could.
Yeah.
That just happened.
Huh?
It's happening to me right now.
Oh, yeah? Oh, you're hearing an echo of me now?
I'm hearing an echo of me.
Oh, we're not hearing that. It's gotta be your fucked up phone.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't go very well.
It didn't.
Anyway, I'm going to let you go because I want to smoke my bowl here before the end of the program, get myself ready for the next show.
Alright.
Okay, peace out. Always great talking to you.
Nice talking to you, Candy Cat.
Great show last night. Even though you think it was a bad program, I found it engrossing. Like everything that went wrong, even though everything was going wrong, it was still entertaining somehow.
It was retarded.
Yes, it was, because it was retard night.
Yeah.
Okay. So peace out, bro.
Alright, talk to you later.
Bye-bye. And luckily, I already have a bowl packed here. I'm smoking Keith's bowl tonight now, as a matter of fact. I don't know why he felt the need to buy himself a bowl, because we already have several, but to be honest with you, it was probably something that was given to him by somebody and he didn't want to tell me whom. One of these dumb cunts who has a crush on him. Massive lung capacity. I can hold it fucking forever. I have little tricks that I use to hold it longer. And here's a tip that I've shared on the air before, but if you haven't heard it, it'll be new to you. What you do is you take your hit, and then you exhale half of the hit, and then you inhale more clean air without breathing out the other half. That way you can hold it for longer, because you have some fresh oxygen in there to keep it from coughing and choking. Yeah. Okay, we have questions coming in from from Ed's Drop-Off. Do you know if Bigfoot is a male or a female? What kind of genitalia does Bigfoot have? Are there dingleberries in Bigfoot's fur? How long are Bigfoot's toenails? How old is Bigfoot? Is Bigfoot the missing link? These are all good questions. And you know, I've wondered that. Bigfoot would naturally have a big penis, wouldn't he? And if so, why do they call him Bigfoot instead of Big Penis? Probably because it's always footprints they find in the mud, not pecker tracks. Everybody's bothering me to call the fucking McDonald's. What's the big deal about calling McDonald's? Is this the one that you work at? Ed's Drop-Off. Oh shit, I just looked behind me, the curtain is like hanging wide open while I'm sitting here smoking my weed. And they could easily walk by and see me smoking with all the cops on me. Let me close that. It's because the fucking cats! I gotta get safety pins and pin all the curtains together. So the cats like to poke their heads out. See, Ballard wants me to call up the co-founder of Wendy's, but I don't know what to say to the co-founder of Wendy's. What do I say? If I could do impressions, I would call up as Ronald McDonald and gloat over the fact that I've been kicking his ass for the past 20 years. The Clown House says, have you ever seen a balding Bigfoot? And if so, how did you know that it was actually a Bigfoot and not a hairy NBA player? Wow. Ed's drop-off feels really passionately about this McDonald's. He says, it's on the street of the place that I work at, and, in caps, I hate McDonald's, and they're a bunch of filthy scum liars. What, did they shortchange you on a nugget? They gave you 5 instead of 6 or something? Did they forget your Happy Meal toy? Right now. Wow, I just took like 3 hits in a row. I'm going to make it 4, just so we have an even number. I make myself choke over here too, doesn't it? Wow. See, if weed were legal, you would be able to buy weed cigarettes that have a nice, safe filter on it, so I wouldn't be coughing like a jackass like this. My line is brown. My line is brown. That'll be my lot in life. For doing a character for so many years that's supposed to have throat or lung cancer, I'm eventually going to come down with throat or lung cancer, I bet. And then I'll sound like Joe for real. And I'll be able to talk with one of those electronic voice boxes, and people will think I'm doing a voice, but really it's just my electronic voice box. Man, I don't know what Oxy has this beef with this McDonald's for, but maybe it'll be the last call of the night. We can either call the McDonald's or we can we can call up Wendy's.
31 minutes.
Now it's fucking busy! There you go, Ballard. I tried to call your number and it's fucking busy, because he's an important man. So maybe I should just call the McDonald's.
Fun, it's not. And I want you to quit stealing my vodka. No. I know what you're doing. Sorry, I see what happened. I mark it and I find what is happening. You're a liar, Ray. You're a rotten little liar, man. Lady. Pardon me, lady. I'm tired of you telling me how many friends you have. You don't have any friends. Tony has friends. I have friends. Don Silver has friends. Francis Lind has friends. Dennis Stein has friends. You don't have friends.
Alcohol. Hello?
Hi.
Yes.
Is this the Good Time Food Market?
Yes.
Hi, my mother, there's something wrong with her voice, and I was wondering if you had throat medicine.
I'm sorry?
There's something wrong with my mother's voice.
Mother voice?
Voice, like, her voice, she can't talk well, she's sick.
Any medicine for the talking? She can... are you talking about the medicine?
Yeah.
I have medicine. You can come down and check it. I don't know actually which medicine she can do that.
Hold on. She wants to talk to you.
Okay.
Well, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I heard the little ding-dong. Somebody just came in. Hello.
Yes.
I'm looking for Fisherman's Friend.
Fish milk?
Exactly. Fisherman's Friend.
Tell you if
anybody come down, can you write down for him? Write down the piece of paper?
Well, I don't want to come down there until I know that you have what I need, because I'm very old and decrepit and it's very cold. Very cold outside.
We live in Cupertino.
Oh no, I don't deliver medicine. You can come down here at the bar.
No, I'm going to come down there and get it myself, but I want to make sure you have it before I come. So it's called Fisherman's Friend. It's a fruit lozenge.
Or did you buy it before from here?
I'm not sure if it was there or somewhere else, but I know I bought it before. Somewhere.
I don't think so, ma'am. This medicine I have.
How about, Ludens?
Oh, yes, Ludens. Yeah.
I don't have.
What about the one that has the two Indy brothers on it?
Oh,
the Smith brothers.
Active ingredient, menthol, 1.6.
I know what I know. I don't have those medicines. I don't have it.
It says soothe everyday throat irritation.
No, because I keep some medicine, not all of them. I don't have all medicine.
Well, why not?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay?
No, you don't know damn right.
I'm sorry.
Hello?
Yes.
Did you get her damn medicine?
No, I don't have any medicine like that.
It's a cough drop. You must have cough drops.
Cough drops?
Cock rope.
Oh no, I don't have, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay?
Now wait, the place is called the Good Time Food Market, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's so good about it? What's so good about the Good Time?
This is the cell phone number for the co-owner of Wendy's, by the way. Which obviously
To leave a voice message, press 1 or stay on the line. You may start your message now.
Hello, how are you doing, Lee? My name is Joe Rosenthal. I'm 87 years old, and I suffer from lung cancer and leprosy. And about a month ago, I was taking a tour of the factory where you guys make the jelly, and I think after everything that's happened, I'm thinking that must be where I lost my finger, because I went in with it, and I noticed later in the afternoon it was gone. But you know, with the leprosy, you don't even feel things like that happening. So I'd like to claim it if I could, because someday I'd like to have it buried in its own little box right next to me, in my plot next to my husband Edgar. So if you could get back to me, because I don't want to have to get nasty about getting my finger back, and I don't want to answer any questions about how it got there. I don't want to be sent off to some island or something because I got the leprosy. But anyway, you keep up the good work, and when I was on the tour for your facilities, it was very clean and neat, and it's not your fault I lost my finger. I was just nosing into places that it wasn't my business to nose into, and it just fell off. So give me a call back if you could. The phone number is 1-866-520-4866, and I love you.
Shut your fucking mouth. I'm trying to talk to Tony. I ain't trying to talk to you. I'll try to talk to you later. I'm trying to talk to Tony. I really have not tried to hurt you. Hey, shut up, you son of a bitch. I've not tried to hurt you, and I've not tried to hurt Tony. I really haven't. Go to bed. All I do is goddamn please don't tell me to go to bed, you fucking piece of shit. I said I have not tried to hurt you or him or Tony. Go to bed. Do it, you cocksucker. You're a piece of shit.
You said you weren't hurting me. Don't call me a piece of shit then.
Well, I hurt you a little bit, you cocksucker. Hey, you piece of shit. That's all you are, a piece of shit. I do not hurt normal human beings. Believe me, I have not tried to hurt Tony, and I have not tried to hurt you. But I will not take any shit. You want to call me a piece of shit, you fucking cocksucker? Go ahead, call me a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck. I have not tried to hurt you, and I have not tried to hurt Tony. Now you go ahead and do that, you cocksucker. But I won't. I ain't gonna take no shit from you. Okay? Clear.
You're a lying cocksucker. You are a cheap little son of a bitch. You're a lying cocksucker. You do, little cheap son of a bitch. You wanna try? You wanna try? You ain't gonna let it. You wanna try? You ain't gonna. You wanna try? You cocksucker. Whenever you're ready. Go ahead. Whenever you're ready. I know you're the one that has to attack, not me. No. But I know I'll have you down. I'll kill you. No, you won't. Go ahead and try. Go ahead and try. Go ahead and try. You fucking fuck. Try it. Try it, Mabel. Okay, Mabel. I don't attack. I don't attack, Mabel. I'll kill you. Okay, Mabel. Try. You ain't gonna try, Mabel. Shit. Try, Mabel. You try to attack me, I'll kill you. Try it, Alice. Don't tell me, Alice. All right. What do you think of Mabel? You try. Don't try to attack me. You try and you're going to be down. I'm not going to attack you. I am waiting for you. I'm standing here. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool, little man. Okay, I don't attack you, little man. I only attack when I have been attacked. You were the one that attacked me here. You dirty, dirty little cocksucker. You ain't nothing. Shut up, little man. You've lost. You're nothing. You've lost. You know you've lost. I ain't lost nothing. Really? I've showed you that. Okay, okay, Alice. Okay, Julie, go back in there. You ain't no motherfucker. Bye, Julie. You ain't got no face. Sit down. You're the one that won't attack. Okay. Because you know you're dead if you do attack. I have already proved that I'm... No, you haven't proven anything, Sally. You ain't know that. Sally June, Abigail May, this is just too much. You try. All yours are piece of shit. You try. I despise you. You try. We all despise you. Try. Why should we? You ain't none of that fucking piece of shit. You're a dirty fighter. You don't play right. And I can kill you. And you know it. You want to try? You try. Goodbye. If you want to try, you try. Otherwise, go into the picture and do your shit. You ain't nothing. Nobody wants to listen to you. Don't you understand? I'll kill you, you cocksucker. Shut up. Don't fuck with me, you fucking piece of shit. Oh, man, you don't have the willpower to do it. You ain't none of the fucking piece of shit. You're a sick little old man. I've always told you. You're an old man. I don't care what you told me. I've always told you I can take you any fucking time. You can't, though, and you know it. I take you any fucking time. I say you can't. You know you cannot. You want to try? I'm ready. You can't take nobody. You're a sick little man. I'm healthy. You're a sick little man that is dying from the same thing your brother died. Bullshit. I'm a healthy man. You're a fucking piece of shit. You ain't nothing of this. Why do you shut up, little man? You want to fuck with me? Go ahead. Go ahead. Here I am ready for you, fucking piece of shit. If you want to attack, you attack. I'm ready here now, you fucking piece of shit. You aren't doing it. You aren't doing it. Why should I attack you, you fucking piece of shit? Because that's what you do. You're a dirty little man. You kicked me in the balls. You did this up here. It's always you attacking. This time, I'm saying I attack. You asshole motherfucker. Well, not an asshole motherfucker. You know it. You are a weak little bastard that is old and isn't able to do anything anymore.
true. I'm a tough motherfucker. I can kill you any fucking time you come up.
Want to attack you? Attack. I don't. I am a decent man.
You're not a decent man. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're a piece of shit.
And that's about it. So, I'm going to wrap up this program here and take a break and come back in a couple minutes with Psychobabble. So I want to thank everybody for listening to KDK's Lunatic Fringe. We will be back, of course, next week, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you might want to make sure that you tune in because it looks like we're going to have the singing psychic on the air with us. And maybe we can have some fun with her. So, thank you all for listening. I love you all. Tune in again next week at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here exclusively on PCU. And until then, stay beautiful.
Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving and revolving at 900 miles an hour. That's orbiting at 90 miles a second, so it's reckoned a sun that is the source of all our power. The sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day in an outer spiral arm at 40,000 miles an hour of the galaxy we call the Milky Way.